Hey guys, today we have Pratiksha and she is having total 4 year of experience in Java, Spring Boot and microservices domain. And those who want to give same free mock interview, please fill out the form below in the description. So now let's get started. Hey, hello Pratiksha, how are you?
Yeah, hello. I'm good.
Yeah, shall we start?
Yeah, we can start.
Okay. Can you please introduce yourself and your recent project in brief?
Yeah, sure. Hello, I'm Pratiksha Shinde. Currently, I have total 4 years of experience and
Mm-hmm.
relevant 4 years experience in Java development. So, currently, I'm working in TCS, where I
Mm-hmm.
have been for 2.5 years. I have hands-on experience in Java, Spring Boot, microservices, REST API, and SQL.
Mm-hmm.
And additionally, I'm familiar with the React.js and JUnit. So, like,
Okay.
yeah, my roles and responsibility include I am responsible for developing and managing the backend services and REST
Mm-hmm.
API, building
Okay.
microservices,
Mm-hmm.
secure communication between them using the JWT in OAuth2.
Mm-hmm. So do you write REST APIs as well, right?
Yes, REST
Okay.
API. Zero
So
three
how can we
between.
add authentication and authorization in the REST APIs?
Okay, so authentication and authorization. So
Mm-hmm.
authentication means who are you, and authorization means what action you can perform. That's
Mm-hmm.
authentication and authorization, and we can add in Spring Boot that by in REST API by we can use the JWT token for that. Suppose
Okay.
client send any request, so
Mm-hmm.
if you client hit any request, then that
Mm-hmm.
the JSON web token will generate
Mm-hmm.
on the basis of what who are that client and what
Mm-hmm.
actions they can perform.
Okay,
They
okay.
have they have
So do you know about Google Auth 2.0?
no, I'm not
No,
aware
no.
of
Okay.
that.
So that's also one of the way to authenticate our system. Okay.
Mhm. No,
Okay. So moving ahead, have you implemented LRU cache?
no, I'm not.
No.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. So do you know about linked hash set?
linked hash set.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. Sorry,
so
linked hash map. Tell me about linked hash map.
linked hash map means hash map and concurrent hash map is similar, but
Mm-hmm.
linked hash map means if you want to like sorry, I forgot about linked hash
Yeah,
map.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's actually a hash map, but it maintains insertion order or access
Yes,
order.
yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
In insertion order, right?
So have you used linked hash map or linked hash set in your project or
Yeah,
anywhere?
sometimes I have used.
Okay, okay, got it. So tell me what issues can arise if a class is immutable but contains a mutable object?
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so class are immutable in Java because of
Mm-hmm.
security concern. So if
Mm-hmm.
the class is immutable, then you cannot change that class if
Mm-hmm.
is declared. And if class is mutable, then you can change the value. Suppose I have declared the variable a equal to 10
Mm-hmm.
and it's a mutable class. So I can
Mm-hmm.
change value as per my requirement or as per my any suggestions. I can change that value. So that is mutable.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. But if if a class is immutable, but it contains a mutable object, so it may lead to unexpected behavior or some thread safety issues, right?
Yes, 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 definitely.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So tell me some new Java 8 features.
Okay, so Java 8 has multiple feature introduced. So
Mm-hmm.
like feature, functional interface, method reference,
Mm-hmm.
stream, optional
Mm-hmm.
class is there introduced. Then date and time
Okay.
snipper version. So that type. So functional interface. Can I explain that?
No, 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 it's fine. So have you used optional
Yes, yes, I have.
where we should use?
So optional is basically used for to avoid the null pointer exception and
Okay. So is there any other way also to avoid null pointer exception?
Uh, might be there, but I specifically use that optional.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have null checks. We
Okay.
could use null checks as well.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
Uh, okay. So guys, I would like to share one important thing with you. Actually, we had launched complete interview preparation material structure step by step by myself, expert and MNC's interviewers. And the best part is that now no one need to go anywhere else to prepare interviews. There is a 99% chance that interviewers will ask questions from this material. So basically, it contains a lot of material categorized by experience level. Means each experience level has different material with all possible interview question and answers for Java, Spring Framework, Maven, Git, Spring Boot, Spring Security, Spring Data, JPA, Kafka, microservices, Java coding questions, Stream API coding questions, and many more. I have provided the link to get this in the below description. And if someone needs this material, plus two real enterprise client projects for reference with video recorded sessions, plus one-on-one lifetime doubt sessions, and referrals to the big MNCs like Infosys, TCS, Deloitte, then they should check the interview preparation kit. I'll provide the link for this as well in the description below. So now moving to our interview. Okay, so can you tell me the important collections that you have used or you are using in your project?
Yes, yes, yes. So collection, I have used a list and maps, and when it is when it is implementation go for
Mm-hmm.
implementation, I use the hash map,
Mm-hmm.
concurrent hash map, linked hash map
Mm-hmm.
that I have used. So
Mm-hmm.
basically, hash map is a key value pair structure,
Mm-hmm.
and the concurrent hash map is also key values pair structure.
Mm-hmm.
The main difference is the concurrent hash map is thread shape and hash map is not thread shape. So I'll give one example. Suppose someone trying to suppose someone trying to access the hash map,
Mm-hmm.
and multiple requests they hit, and that time hash map makes a result inconsistent type.
Mm-hmm.
So for that, Java introduced the concurrent hash map. So concurrent hash map can execute the multiple methods at a time.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
So
okay,
yeah,
got it. So, Pratiksha, tell me you overwrite equals but forget hash code. What kind of production bug can arise from this in a set-based collection?
sorry, I didn't get you. Can you repeat it?
Let's say there is a hash set or there is a set, right? And you
Uh,
override equals but forgot hash code method. So, what kind of issues you would see?
if equals method is not there,
No,
then
no, you override equals but forget hash code method to override.
actually no, I'm not aware about
Okay, okay. So actually there will be an issue. Set.contains, there is a method set.contains, it may fail unexpectedly,
it. Okay,
leading to duplicates or incorrect values due to inconsistency between equals and hash code. There
okay,
is a contract between equal and hash code, right? That should be followed up.
okay, okay.
Okay. Okay, so tell me what are the consequences of using non-final fields in a class used as a key in the hash map?
Non-final key.
Yeah.
No, I'm not aware about this.
Okay. Okay. So if the field changes after insertion,
Okay,
hash code changes to map and it cannot locate the key. That leads to missing the keys and memory leaks.
okay.
Okay. Okay. So Pratiksha, can you tell me step by step how do you write JUnit test cases?
Yeah, so JUnit test cases. So for that, I need to write first test case
Mm-hmm.
annotation is there.
Mm-hmm.
Then there is a before test case annotation is there, after test case
Mm-hmm.
annotation is there. So
Mm-hmm.
by suppose I have one service class, and depends on
Mm-hmm.
that service class logic, I need to write the
Mm-hmm.
main things, what is parameter they have added in that service. So I need to use
Sorry.
that all things, and
Mm-hmm.
then after writing all things, I need to compare the equals method. So
Mm-hmm.
this is the main thing of JUnit. I need to compare the equals method, and
Okay.
after equals, I can print my, I will check, and there is code coverage. So we need to check always the code coverage for that. And code coverage is above 80% is needed.
About 80%. Okay,
80%.
so tell me how would you write a unit test case for a class that is using private methods and no setters or public constructors?
Private method. So
Hmm.
yeah, no, I'm not remember right now.
Okay, okay. I mean, for this case, we should use reflection to instantiate and access private fields and methods. There's a concept of reflection in unit test.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or we have also tools like Power Mock, something like that nowadays.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our office levels.
Okay. So, do you know about Bean currently in creation exception in Spring Boot?
Bean. Okay, so beans is specifically defines in the Spring, and
Mm-hmm.
what you ask, beans is, sorry, can you
No,
repeat?
no, I'm asking what is Bean currently in creation exception? This is an exception that we get sometimes.
No, not aware.
Okay, so do you know about circular dependencies?
Yes, yes, I know circular
Yeah, yeah.
dependency. Yeah, so circular dependency means suppose I have two services, service A and service
Hmm.
B, and I want to connect with the service A to the service
Hmm.
B. So
Hmm.
service A is depend on service B, and service B
Hmm.
also depends on service A. So that
Hmm.
makes a circular dependency because they are both are independent to each other, dependent to
Okay.
each other. Sorry, huh?
Okay, okay. Okay, so tell me, in a Spring Boot application, why do we need a service layer, repository layer, uh, business layer? So why do we need all of these layers?
Okay, okay. So I'll tell you the suppose Spring Boot application works in suppose client send request in the form of
Mm-hmm.
HTTP format. Then
Mm-hmm.
firstly we need to write the controller, and
Mm-hmm.
then we need to write the service layer. So in that
Mm-hmm.
service layer we have to write the business logic.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever their request, as per the client request, we need to write the business logic. And in
Mm-hmm.
repository layer we have to write the database logic, DAO, database logic
Mm-hmm.
to connect the
Okay.
database.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Can you tell me the role of component and service and repository annotations?
Yeah, so component annotation is used when there is no specific bin is defined, so that time you use
Mm-hmm.
the component annotation. Then service annotation is used for to define the business logic, and
Okay.
repository annotation is used for the database access, DAO logic.
Okay. Okay. What happens when you declare two beans of the same type without any qualifier annotation
Without any qualifier
or
annotation.
primary without any qualifier or primary?
Uh, no, not aware. I have not used this.
Okay, okay. So as do you like you know if there are two same beans and we for in this case we have to implement primary or qualifier annotation, right?
Yes, yes,
Okay, so if we have not implemented this, so it will throw an exception,
yes.
and the exception will be no unique bean definition exception.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So, do you know about prototype scope bean or singleton bean?
Yeah, so singletons means there is a single instance of bean, and that
Mm-hmm.
can be shared across the multiple threads or multiple service. That is the
Mm-hmm.
singletons, and singletons is basically used for we have database services, and for logger activities, and suppose
Mm-hmm.
you want to share any single activity with the all other activities, so that time you can use singleton.
Okay. Okay. So let's say you created a REST controller advice annotation, a
Mm.
class for right, but your global exception is not getting caught. What would be the reasons?
Global exception. I have set the controller advice annotation, and still global exception is not happen there, right?
Yes, yes.
Mm. So
Yes, yes.
whenever I writing the any REST controller class, I need to make sure that REST controller annotation is there. So so because of that, it class should be declared as the REST
Mm-hmm.
controller,
Okay.
and then
Like there may be controller not under component scan, right?
yes,
We
yes, right.
are our errors are not able to reach to the controllers,
Yes, right.
and there are some methods maybe we didn't override those methods, so these might be the issues.
Yes, right.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, moving ahead. Have you worked with Spring Data JPA?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me some important annotations while integrating Spring Data JPA in our project?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Spring Data JPA, there is a profile annotation, value annotation. So
Mm-hmm.
is mostly useful because now when we using the data set,
Mm-hmm.
suppose there is a different environment, dev environment, QA environment, UAT environment.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
I want to fetch all this environment, but I
Mm-hmm.
can fetch one at a time. So
Mm-hmm.
there is in application dot property there is one flag. So
Mm-hmm.
by using this flag, I will make one profile active. Suppose I want to
Mm-hmm.
use Dev, so I make that Dev profile active, and
Mm-hmm.
then I can use that using that. And from value annotation, we can suppose there is some other there is a multiple types of data connection is there. So
Mm-hmm.
I want to read that connection in Java, so I
Mm-hmm.
can use read from that by
Okay.
using value annotations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know about n plus one query problem in JPA?
No, I'm not aware about this.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. Moving ahead, what are one-to-one, one-to-many, many-to-one relationships?
Okay. So one to one means suppose there is two class A and class
Mm-hmm.
B. So class B is class B send data to the class A
Mm-hmm.
send data to the class B. So that is a one to one.
Mm-hmm.
And one to many means class A send data to the class B, and class B also
Mm-hmm.
send data to the class A. That is
Okay.
one to many.
Okay. Yeah. Moving ahead, I mean, to a different question. So how would you bulk update 10,000 records efficiently using Spring Data JPA without loading them into memory?
Mm, multiple 10,000 records.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I have to load into memory, but without loading, I'm not aware. How can I load without?
Okay, okay. We should use modifying plus query annotations, and we should avoid save all for the performance issue, right?
Okay.
Okay. Tell me the role of transactional annotation in Spring Data JPA.
Yes. So transaction annotation is useful for
Mm-hmm.
suppose there is one service is happening, and
Mm-hmm.
because of some reason that service incorrupted or destroyed that
Mm-hmm.
service. So to so that time we need to we need to roll back that data. So
Mm-hmm.
for that situation, we can use the transactional annotation.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, so tell me you have three microservices in your editor or in your like bucket, and out of these, one is slow. So how would you isolate which one and fix it? Like, how would you identify which one is slower, and how would you fix that?
So three microservices and one is slower. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so lazy streaming is there then. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so lazy streaming, that filtering, mapping, so that type of operation is used, and that is
Mm-hmm.
intermediate operations. So yeah, so
Okay.
how can I find out? But yeah, that's
Okay. Yeah, actually there are tools like Zipkin, ELK. We could follow those tools.
yeah,
We
yeah,
we
Zipkin.
can check the logs, metrics, and a lot of history. We could do the distributed tracing,
Oh,
right? And in order to fix, we could do DB or index optimization, async processing. We can apply circuit breakers.
yes, yes.
Okay. So can you please tell me about Saga pattern?
Saga pattern.
Mm-hmm. It's very important in microservice architecture, right?
Yes. So yeah, so Saga pattern is used to distribute the transaction basically in
Mm-hmm.
microservices, and it
Mm-hmm.
should ensure that there is a consistency across all the services. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
there is no not there is two type,
Mm-hmm.
choreography and orchestration. So
Mm-hmm.
choreography is the service communicate with each other via
Mm-hmm.
event, and orchestrator is a central coordinator that tells
Mm-hmm.
each service like what to do and what action they can perform, they will tell.
Okay, okay. Okay, so what is rate limiting in microservice architecture?
Yes, so rate limiting is the basically function of the API gateway.
Mm-hmm.
So, rate limiting means suppose one service is trying to access
Mm-hmm.
your database or anything multiple times,
Mm-hmm.
and so you multiple times, so you can set the logic that you
Mm-hmm.
cannot make that much request. So that kind of logic you can make in your code, and you
Mm-hmm.
can fetch that.
Okay. Okay. Do you know about zombie services?
No, I'm not aware.
Okay, so services still running but not receiving traffic or doing useful work. So those are zombie services.
Okay.
We can detect those services via matrix logs tracing, and we could eliminate with health checks and container orchestration, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so tell me, how do you configure multi-environment secrets securely in Spring Boot using Docker and Kubernetes?
So Docker
Uh,
helps to map all the microservices with
mm,
one out of one. So that
mm,
is the Docker's works.
mm.
Yeah, but
Yeah, we could
in
use K8 as secrets or vaults, mount as environment variables or files. We could avoid hard coding in application YAML, right?
okay.
So tell me, what's the difference between Maven clean and Maven install?
Maven clean means suppose when you push your code in your Git and
Mm,
you have found some vulnerabilities there. So that time you can use the Maven clean, and suppose
mm,
there is any dependencies need to be updated and anything. So that time you
mm.
can use the Maven clean. And Maven install means you have to install the libraries.
Okay, okay, got it. Uh, Tell me, what is CI/CD pipelines?
Okay, CI/CD pipelines means it is useful for it is
Mm-hmm,
Helios pipeline basically. So when you push any code in your Git, so basically I'm using Git. So when I push
mm-hmm,
code, it will happen automatically, generate the CI/CD pipeline automatically. So
mm-hmm,
it is in the form of dev environment, QA environment, TVT environment.
mm-hmm,
Suppose I am developer, so I have access only for the developer. So I
mm-hmm,
have to check that pipeline whole, that is first is agent, then there is multiple things are there, and second last is the dev deployment is there. Suppose I'm using dev, then if
mm-hmm,
dev deployment is successfully, then it will go for the QA, and there is the scan and test is there. So that scan and test is failure or successful, that's not matter that much. Yeah.
mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Tell me, let's say your pipeline passes, but application crashes in production. So how will you fix that?
So yeah, so that makes the vulnerability. So if it is crashing in production, so I have
Mm-hmm.
to check firstly. So I have set in our CI/CD we have set the some things and
Mm-hmm.
OW ASP dependency checks. So
Mm-hmm.
from that we developers got notification that this is failing,
Mm-hmm.
and as per the vulnerability, developers need to update that vulnerable libraries
Mm-hmm.
and rerun again that and fix the issue.
Okay. Okay. So, uh, tell me the important Git commands that you use in your day-to-day task.
Okay, so git command. So basically, I use the git clone. Suppose
Mm-hmm.
in our in our case, there is
Mm-hmm.
repository already have made. So we have to suppose any task is assigned by BSA to us.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to check the specific repository for that,
Mm-hmm.
and we have to clone that repository. Then
Mm-hmm.
we have to make one feature branch, and that feature branch we have to make always from the release branch, and
Mm-hmm.
then
Okay, tell me only the commands name,
okay,
just like
okay,
what
git
you.
clone command I have used, then git status command, git
Mm-hmm.
add command, Git
Mm,
commit command is there, git
mm.
push command is there, and
Okay.
git stash stas
Okay.
that
Okay.
command that.
So these are the commands that you use in your day-to-day work. Now
Yes.
tell me those Git commands which are important but you don't use in your day-to-day but are very important.
So yeah, so git ignore command is there. That's very
Okay.
important. And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes git stash, as I said, git stash command is useful
Mm-hmm.
because git stash is used for the temporary. Suppose you want to store the temporary file just for
Mm-hmm.
checking or testing purpose, then
Mm-hmm.
you can use that git stash.
Okay. Now tell me the common Spring Boot annotations that we use in our day-to-day task, and also the important annotations but we don't use in our day-to-day task.
Okay, so I firstly tell the important annotation. It's useful for day-to-day task.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, it is controller annotation, repository
Mm-hmm.
annotation, service
Mm-hmm.
annotation,
Mm-hmm.
then REST controller annotation,
Mm-hmm.
request mapping annotation,
Mm-hmm.
then path variable, request
Mm-hmm.
param.
Mm-hmm.
So that type annotation is used to day-to-day life. I used, and I know that other annotations, like as I said, the profile annotation, value
Mm-hmm.
annotations, then transactional annotation,
Mm-hmm.
then variable annotation is there one.
Mm-hmm.
So that annotations are there, I know, but I never used. I am not used in day-to-day life. So
Okay, okay.
if it is required, then I can use that.
Okay. Now tell me the Spring Boot annotations that you know but we haven't used yet.
Mm, yeah, those so spy annotation is there.
Which
So
one?
spy, spy
Yeah, yeah.
annotation is there. So that annotation I know, but I haven't used it.
Okay.
Uh, then another I can say, yeah, transaction also yeah, I used sometime, but not that much.
Okay, okay. What is spy annotation?
Yeah, that spy annotation means it helps the uh, I'm not remember right now. Uh,
Okay, okay.
it's a
Yeah,
bit,
it's
yeah, but
yeah, it's fine. Okay. So moving ahead, uh, can you explain a tough bug you face in production and how did you debug and resolve it?
okay. The tough bug I faced that suppose I have deployed suppose I have developed one service and I have
Mm-hmm.
deployed that service and it is successful in QA dev and it's finally in production. So
Mm-hmm.
and that time service is crashing there
Mm-hmm.
and it's not working there. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's depends like it goes to the developer then like how they develop and all things. So I have checked firstly like
Mm-hmm.
what is the issue there. So I check mostly I check the vulnerabilities there because
Mm-hmm.
there is no code issue, there is some conflicts and some pipe
Mm-hmm.
issue or something is there. So
Okay.
I try to resolve that and I
Mm-hmm.
have resolved like this.
Okay. Okay, tell me how would you design a scalable notification system by using Spring Boot microservice?
Okay, scalable notification system. For that, I use the Java mail sender.
Okay.
So for to send the mails and transactions. So
Mm-hmm.
mails like emails, Outlook, etc. So that type
Mm-hmm.
of mails. Uh,
Okay.
and I have for that I need to map the SMTP
Mm-hmm.
server in my in my application dot properties. And that SMTP server means service mail transfer protocol.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Uh, okay, and we should use message queue like Kafka or RabbitQueue for that.
Yeah, so for microservices communication, we can use the message like messaging
Mm-hmm.
system like Rabbit, MQ, and Kafka.
Mm-hmm.
So it is basically used in asynchronous messaging system.
Mm-hmm.
So for in that case, suppose service A and service B is there. So service A send the response to the service B, but they should not wait for the response back to from the service B. They use the messaging systems like RabbitMQ
Mm-hmm.
for
Okay,
that.
okay. Okay, so tell me your system or your project went down at 3 a.m. due to DB overload. what would be your response? What would be your actions?
Yeah, so suppose server is down, then I have to check why it is down. Basically, I need to figure out first. Then
Mm-hmm.
I'll check the server port on which port it is running, and suppose sometimes it is over failed due to the
Mm-hmm.
someone has deleted data or it is crashing or something. So I need to check that things. I will
Okay.
check that.
Okay. Okay. How do you handle disagreements in code reviews?
Disagreements means what do you expect from me? I mean,
Disagreements means, let's say, if someone is reviewing your code, and if someone find like this is not an appropriate code, but
okay,
you
okay,
think like this is an appropriate code, so how would you
that kind of.
handle
Okay.
disagreements?
Okay, so suppose I have made one code as per the client requirement, and
Mm-hmm.
I have raised the PR for review, and
Mm-hmm.
my lead will review that PR. But he said, suppose I have used the for each loop in my
Mm-hmm.
code, and they said you don't have to use this for loop in
Mm-hmm.
your code. You can use that instead of for loop. You can use other methods.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, instead of for loop in Java 8, you can use the optional. So
Mm-hmm.
optional methods you can use in that. So yeah, but that time I can say like my code is working using this as well, and there is no specific requirement like you
Mm-hmm.
should use Java 8 only. So yeah, I have to
Mm-hmm.
use
Okay.
that.
Okay. Okay. So tell me, what's your approach to improved code quality?
Yeah, so to improve the code quality, firstly I need to write the clean code.
Mm-hmm.
So by using functional interface lambda expressions, we can write a clean code. Basically, I am currently working on Java 8 version,
Mm-hmm.
so I try to avoid the most multiple lines of code. So I
Mm-hmm.
using this functions functional interface method reference,
Mm-hmm.
so that my code is suitable for reference, any other reference, or anyone can see that code easily. And I will always make spacing matters, and
Mm-hmm.
I will always unit testify. I mean, my code is always
Mm-hmm.
about 80%. It is code
Okay.
quality
Okay.
should be.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, that's better way.
Hmm. Okay. So Pratiksha, it was done from my end, and it was a nice interview.